there, everybody. It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Junk. Music. So Fresh and Fit have not stopped their antics against African Americans. R hashtag ADOS, R hashtag FBA. For whatever reason, Myron from Fresh and Fit seems to have a big problem with black people. Now this is very interesting because I talked about the fact that Kevin Samuels, who is an African American or would be considered hashtag FBA, was one of the first people to help Myron and Walter out to establish Fresh and Fit. Kevin Samuels blew them up. After his appearance on their podcast, they went to another level, a level that none of their white manosphere counterpart guys would have helped them reach. But people sometimes forget the nice things that you do for them. Instead, they start having hatred towards the people that they really want to be. And in the case of Myron, that anger and that disdain and that chagrin is toward our community. And that has caused Myron to be called out by certain people from the community, like Tariq Nasheed. Now, again, recently Myron just said this about black people.
It does not have to mean that.
You know what? Then how would you say it?
Because it's just a word that everybody says now.
Like, the Klan was right about a lot of man.
Well, the what?
The Klan was right about a lot.
All right, you by yourself on that one.
Hey, no, man. They're right about a lot, man. This talk is crazy, bro. This is wild, man. Like, what the what is this? Period. All the degenerate terms, the butchering of the English language, it comes from black people, bro. It's terrible. Ebonics is retarded. Anyway, we'll continue on. I said it.
Then he offered Tariq Nasheed the ability to debate.
And honestly, if it's me and Nick, I'll take on Tariq and Umar. We'd absolutely destroy them. We would absolutely destroy them. And we wouldn't even have to get into like any of the IQ stuff. We would just straight debate them on how you are not oppressed as an African American in the United States, or an FBA, foundationally black American, whatever they want to say. They say all these excuses about why the black man can't get ahead. I'll give you all one stat. All right, just to show you guys how ludicrous these guys are. In 1940, okay, 87% of blacks lived in poverty. By 1960, about 47% of blacks lived below the poverty line, okay? So a 40% drop. Also, keep in mind, this was before the civil rights era. So racism was at its highest. So please explain to me how you had a 40% drop of blacks living under the under the poverty line, and one of the worst eras to be a black person in the United States, and then you're fast forwarding to 2023, where racism exists. I'm not denying it exists. However, it is not strong enough to keep you back or hold you back from success. No way. But you're telling me people had way more obstacles back then and they were able to not live in poverty? Come on, man, get out of here.
Of course, Tariq Nasheed always has jokes, and he also responded like this when they got demonetized.
So Myron, he's up here singing the blues now because all the bootlicking that they do, they've been demonetized on YouTube. They just went over the top with the bootlicking. All right. Now here's Myron. Here's a quick clip of him upset about the demonetization. All right. Hold on. Let's take a quick listen to Myron. Fair use, fair use. Hold on.
Saving children, right? That was great. But saving you guys is better.
Uh-oh. And why he have on some hoochie daddy shorts? Why this dude got on them hoochie daddy shorts, dude? So now he walked off the set to cry. He walked off the set to literally cry because they've been demonetized. So understand, they know that if they want to get an audience and get money through hate views, sit up here and denigrate black society, bring on the anti-black races and just spew all of these little stereotypical quips at us. Now that little money has dried up and YouTube has yanked the plug from under him, what is he gonna do? Yeah? What is he gonna do? Well, with them shorts, look like you might have to go out here and start slinging bussy. You got the shorts for him, Myron. You might as well hit the boy track. You might as well go on and throw a wig on and hit the trans track and make the money and don't let the money make you.
And most interestingly, finally, these two guys meet. They met, I believe, on a Twitter space, and they had a little bit of a back and forth debate. And boy, did it get ugly.
Are you telling me that if you're an immigrant, you cannot comment
from
on
the Sudan?
situations?
Yeah, if you're from the Sudan, you can't say about a foundational Black American. Nothing
Interesting.
at all.
Interesting.
Nothing.
Let me. Okay.
You can't
Tariq,
say nothing about us.
Let's use your logic.
Not one word.
Let's use your logic.
A failed homeland where people are starving. You can't say about us. Yes.
Cool. Then let's use your logic. Then.
That's how
Tariq,
that
let me
works.
ask you a question. Do you have to be a mathematician to say 1 + 1 is 2?
No, sir. No. That's no. That's a non sequitur. It has nothing to do with anything. You come from a failed homeland where people are over there starving, and you haven't figured out how to stop the people from starving. So you can't come over here and talk about
Here we go.
Thank you to the white supremacists in America. You're eating, Tariq.
How so, sir?
Because the white people started this country. The white supremacists started this country.
Go back.
Exactly.
Let me take this because
they didn't. They failed when they tried to do it on their own. They didn't start a damn thing. It was foundational Black Americans. Go ahead, sir.
Tariq, let me again. So you're telling me if someone's an immigrant from Sudan or wherever they're from, they can't comment on social issues?
Not over here. No, you're not at liberty to do that because your social issues are in shambles. You're not at liberty.
Cool.
Why would we listen to you? Why would we listen to you?
Okay.
If you come from a country of complete
now let me
failure,
ask you another question.
Why would we listen to you?
So
you're not at liberty.
So only other. Let me get this straight then. So only other FBAs, according to your logic, can comment on FBA issues. Is that what you're saying?
Absolutely. Only foundational Black Americans can talk about our issues. We don't concern ourselves with what's going on with you. You come from a failed culture. You're not at liberty to give us any advice on anything, sir.
Would you call it a successful culture of foundational Black Americans who were
You need to fix what's going on over
there.
there in your
Again,
Is that a
hold
successful
on.
culture?
Everybody, guys, he came in here.
You need to fix your
When
homeland.
your ancestors got taken into slavery and taken to another country, do you consider that a successful culture? Because you're saying Sudan is not successful.
Right.
So would you consider where your ancestors were originally taken from as successful?
Half of our ancestors were already here. Let's get that straight. We're foundational Black Americans, sir. There were Black people here. There were Black people brought over here. So we had an ethnogenesis, and we never fled from the country we built,
Won't
sir.
answer the question, of course, again.
I did answer the question, sir. If you're not smart enough with them stingy Irish genes of yours, that's your problem,
Irish.
sir.
Yeah, my name is Amir, bro. I'm definitely Irish, dude.
Okay. Well,
so let me ask you this question, Tariq. By your logic, right? Because you're saying only foundational Black Americans can criticize other foundational Black Americans. So if that's the case, why are you talking about white people and white supremacists? Since you're not white, you can't give an opinion.
But I'm a victim of white supremacy. I can talk about the
see how it doesn't work out? Doesn't make sense, does it?
Because we're being victimized by the white supremacists. So I can talk about
how are you being victimized by the white supremacists?
Because they've created a system of white supremacy that they've militarized, and we can't break out of it because they have a military stronghold over us, sir.
Can I get a sound effect? Man, Tariq was dog walking the you-know-what out of Myron. It was bad. Myron had nothing to say. And unfortunately, I'm going to just be real. Sudan is in a terrible situation. So you had to leave that situation to come to another situation and down talk the people who actually made it possible for you to be here. Let me just say this. I'm living in Uganda. Now, Uganda's a great country. People fought and died for Uganda, for it to be the country that it is. It has its problems. Everywhere has its problems. If people didn't develop Uganda to a certain point, I couldn't do my business here. So whatever I'm able to come in as a foreigner and actually do, it's because people died for the opportunity for someone to come here and enjoy that. How dare I talk negatively about these people here when they've done nothing to me? They've given me an opportunity. I gotta be respectful. Even for the things that I don't like or I disagree with, listen, that's something I should keep to myself. But how dare you come to somebody else's country and start talking bad about the people who even make it possible for you to even be there? That's sickening, especially when your people in your place, you don't even get no respect. And I always tell people in the Black community, I've dealt with hateful people of other groups towards African Americans. I used to be very hostile towards my earlier content. Anybody who remembers, I wasn't always Pan-African. Y'all remember that. My earlier 2016, 17, 18 content about Africans that were talking down on African Americans, it was some classic jewels in there, trust me, right? But you know what I've noticed, that people who talk down on African Americans or the FBA community or hashtag ADOS community, those individuals are nobodies in their community. Who has time to sit back and talk about, let me say, somebody else? Like I don't even have the time to sit back and talk about Nigerians all day, or to insult South Africans, or to insult Jamaicans or Caribbeans. Because first of all, I'm focused on what I'm doing, and everybody got good and bad in their group. But when you have time to do that, those people never do anything for their people. The people who sit up all day and troll African Americans online, their people don't do nothing for their group. That's why I'll be telling people, I see it. I'm living over here right now. Story time music. I had one lady in Canada, right? A Ugandan. She would troll. I have another channel called Kinganda. She would troll me, talk about certain things. This lady over there getting her cheeks clapped by white zaddy. She don't do nothing for nobody here, but talking about me. How you gonna insult me? You don't do nothing for your group. You don't do nothing for your people. You not here provide no opportunities for them, but you in Canada trying to get a white man. But you can talk about me? Exactly. A person who does nothing for their own group, but talking about somebody else. That's how silly they are. These people are worthless that talk like Myron. First of all, they hate blacks in general. They hate themselves, and they do nothing for their group. I guarantee you, Myron don't even care about Sudan, nothing. You probably don't even care. So guys, what do you think? It's your boy, Jackson. Back at it again. Another episode, Celebrity Drunk. Put your fire, you just heard bell. We're out.